Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Niv Davidovich with more news about what's going on in local real estate here in the LA area. So everyone had lots and lots of questions about what's happening with price gouging. Now, officially, the California governor's emergency order with regard to price gouging ended on July 1st. But the county, LA County, extended their emergency month to month, which they're allowed to do only at 30 days at a time, starting July 1st. What does this mean for you? Namely, what it means is that there is a very big loophole that we had that was taken away, which is now back. And let me explain the sort of legal nerdism that goes behind this. The actual price gouging statute is Penal Code 396, and it applies to housing. Now, housing is a defined term under that statute, and it says in the actual statute that housing is for leases of 1 year or less, which means that if you have a lease of more than 1 year, that's technically not housing, and the entire price gouging doesn't really apply to that particular relationship. So when the price gouging statute was triggered by the January 7th fire and resulting governor's emergency order, everyone just started making leases of more than 1 year to get around the price gouging. No problem. Except for then, the governor heard about it, and on February 4th, made a new emergency order, which said, I'm going to suspend that definition of housing and make the definition of housing leases of any period of time, whether less or more than 1 year, and all of a sudden the loophole disappeared. Comes July 1st, and that suspension of the definition went away. That means that the definition of housing is back to being just for leases of 1 year or less. Now, when the county extended its emergency, it does not have the power to suspend the definitions in Penal Code 396. The county does have its own emergency ordinance, but for price gouging, but it specifically says that any term that's used there, which is not redefined in that, has the same definition as that's used in the state ordinance. Well, they don't have their own definition of housing in the county ordinance, which means even the county ordinance goes by the state definition of housing, which now is for leases of 1 year or less. That means if you are doing leases, try and do them for brand new leases, try and do them for a year and a week, a year and a month, something more than a year. Don't play games and do 366 days. Do it for at least a year and a week, and you should be out of any price gouging issues starting July 1st. You know where to find us. You know where to find us at davidovichlaw.com. Let me know if you have any questions. Talk soon.